Alright, so I welcome you once again to this chapter, which is pure substances, pure substance and its properties. When you say a substance is pure, what it means the composition of that substance is uniform, it's constant throughout. Alright, so in this first lecture video, I want us to look at some of the terminologies that you'll be facing in this chapter. So you'll be hearing saturated liquid, you'll be hearing compressed liquid, you'll be hearing saturated liquid vapor mixture, or simply put, saturated mixture. When you hear mixture, it means liquid and vapor. Then we have saturated vapor, and the last but not the least is superheated vapor. So all these ones are in a regime, say in a particular region. Are you good? When you are talking about the phase change diagrams, we'll be talking about PV and TV. That is pressure against specific volume. I've told you the vein that we'll be meeting in this whole lecture or whole course will normally be in terms of meters cube per kilogram. That is specific volume. That is total volume over mass. It's equal to specific volume. And normally specific volume is small vein or vein with a curved branch. So in this case, or sometimes a small vein. Then total volume will be capital V over mass. So you should take note of that. This is specific volume. This is specific volume. And the unit is meters cube per kilogram. So pressure against specific volume or temperature against specific volume is the phase change diagram we'll be looking at. So when you say saturated liquid, before I even do this, let me arrange it well for you. So one, I'll talk about compressed liquid. Two, saturated liquid. Three, saturated mixture. Four, saturated vapor. Five, superheated what? Vapor. When you say a liquid is compressed or subcool, or other name is subcool liquid, it is a liquid that is not about to vaporize. So like the liquid that you have in your fridge, when it freezes to ice, or the liquid that you have in your kitchen, the water that you drink, right? When you buy ice water or pure water, that liquid is in a compressed state. It is not about to vaporize. But as you add some heat to your compressed liquid, the temperature starts to rise. The temperature starts increasing. So it will now be getting ready to vaporize now. It's not about to vaporize. It's not vaporizing, but it's about to vaporize. So that is when we call it saturated liquid. So saturated liquid is now your compressed liquid that is about to vaporize because you added some more heat to it. So the temperature is increasing now. Now, if some of this liquid, which is a saturated liquid, some of it vaporizes, if it's 100%, and you get about 40% of it vaporizing, then 60% of it remaining as liquid, and 40% is now vapor. Then we say that is a mixture of the two. So now saturated mixture is a liquid that is made up of a percentage of what? Vapor plus percentage of what? Liquid. And we normally use the quantity known as quality to determine how much of a liquid as heat converted to what? Vapor. So if you have 100% of a liquid and 40% is converted to vapor, we say out of 1, 0.4 of your mixture is now in the vapor state. Vapor state. Are we okay? Alright. So mass of vapor over the total liquid is what we call quality. We will delve into it more when you are looking at properties of liquids, which is in this chapter. Then the next one is saturated vapor. So as you add more heat to the saturated mixture, it will get to a point all of the mixture will now turn into vapor, such that a small amount of the vapor condenses. The liquid will now turn into liquid. The the vapor will now turn into liquid. So what I mean is when you add more heat to saturated mixture, the mixture which is made up of some amount of vapor and liquid, all of them would now turn into saturated with vapor, such that a saturated vapor is when if a little amount of this all vapor that you've attained, even a small amount of it condenses, you will get what? A liquid back. So a saturated vapor is a vapor which is about to do what? To condense. It's about to condense. So if a little bit of it condenses, this whole vapor will now turn into liquid. It means it's at the saturated peak. Are you okay? That's what a saturated vapor is. You've heated the saturated mixture such that all of the mixture is now, it's no more a liquid and a vapor again. It's all vapor now. So a little bit of it will now turn into liquid when the vapor start to condense. That's when we call that vapor saturated vapor. Then after saturated vapor, we have what we call superheated vapor. This vapor doesn't want to condense. So saturated vapor is when it doesn't want to. So this vapor does not want to what? To condense to liquid. So superheated vapor is a vapor which doesn't want to condense into liquid. Alright, so these are the definitions you should know. And you also have what we call saturated pressure and saturated what? Temperature. So when you say saturated pressure, at a given temperature, so saturated pressure, if you are defining it, to bring at a given temperature, so the temperature is already given to you. The pressure at which a pure substance changes phase or changes its state is what you call what? Saturated what? Pressure. And it normally represents this with P what? Psat. Psat. Then when you are defining saturated temperature, you bring at a given pressure. So it's opposite. So at a given pressure, so the pressure will be given to you. After they've given you that fixed pressure, the temperature at which a liquid or a pure substance changes phase is when we call that temperature what? Saturated temperature. So it means that given pressure, you want to know the temperature at which pure substance will change phase, and we normally use Tsat. So let me quickly introduce you to this table, and from this lecture, the next lecture we'll be having onwards will be directly from the handout material, so that you get a feeling of how the book is arranged for you to get your 90 plus. Follow FIPS, and by the grace of God, you get your A plus that you need. So now this one here, this one here is the property table that we'll be using. We call it steam table. So the steam table, we have what we call saturated water. Then saturated water, we have what is given, we have temperature. So this time temperature is given. And don't forget, at a given temperature, the pressure that you find is what we call saturated pressure. So this one are called Psat. Then when you come down to the table, we have saturated water, but this time, so that's continuation of the temperature table, right? Continuation of it. Then we have saturated water, this time pressure. So at a given pressure, the temperature you need to find the change of phase of a pure substance is known as what? P what? Tsat. So at a given pressure, which is the pressure table here, the temperature at which a pure substance changes phase is what? Tsat. I already defined that. So this one too is here. That's saturated water or saturated liquid. Right. So pressure continuation. Then you have what we call the superheated water. Superheated what? Water. That is water that is not about to what? Condense. It doesn't want to condense. So that one too, we have defined pressure. If a pressure is given, the temperature at which there is a change in phase of a pure substance is known as Tsat. So all these ones are temperature saturation. So it's fun. It's fun. We have compressed liquid too there. We will know compressed liquid with the pressure. All of them are here. So we will look at how to solve problems with the property table. So get in touch with me and I'll bring you some example in our next lecture video. Stay safe. Bye.